Does he know what happened to Lauren Bolton? H's got a suspicious history. DanieI Osbourne in Coronation Street is Ken Barlow's son, half-brother of Peter Barlow, and uncle of Adam Barlow. DanieI is definitely a chip off the Barlow block when it comes to his womanizing ways, though he's not always as successful in the love life stakes as Peter or Adam. Having ditched fiancée Daisy Midgley at Christmas after finding out about her fling with Ryan Connor, DanieI swiftly moved on with his ex, Bethany Platt. And now he's under suspicion of being Lauren Bolton's secret boyfriend and killing her. As DS Swain brings up DanieI's colorful romantic history, exactly who has he dated? And how did they all come to an end? When DanieI first arrived in Coronation Street, he fell for ditzy, funny Sinead Tinker. Only trouble was, Sinead was in a relationship with Chesney Brown. The pair fought their feelings for a while, but eventually they couldn't resist. Sinead and Chess split, and she and DanieI got together. But when Sinead got pregnant, DanieI's dad Ken was convinced having a baby would hold his son back. So he persuaded Sinead to have an abortion. DanieI found out and pushed his dad down the stairs. When Sinead realized he was responsible for the attack on Ken, she dumped him and went back to Chess. When he was apart from Sinead, DanieI made a few bad choices in the romance department. He had a brief liaison with a journalist called Cindy Watson, who was helping him expose Pat Phelan's wrongdoings. But that ended when Phelan discovered them in the act. And DanieI's worst choice was hooking up with brother Peter's then ex Carla Connor. He and Carla had a steamy secret affair, much to Peter's disgust. Though DanieI conveniently forgot about their romance when he was busy telling Adam off for sleeping with Carla, too. DanieI and Sinead eventually reunited, and the pair were delighted when she found out she was expecting. But in a tragic twist, Sinead was diagnosed with cervical cancer while she was pregnant. She got the bad news on the day she and DanieI tied the knot in a sweet, unofficial ceremony in the street. Sinead wouldn't start her treatment until baby Bertie was born, but at first, things went well. However, she and DanieI were heartbroken when her cancer returned, and this time it was terminal. Sinead passed away in DanieI's arms, and the sad dad struggled to cope without her. When Sinead was ill, DanieI befriended Bethany Platt. The much younger woman was smitten with Mr. Osbourne, and almost as soon as Sinead died, the pair began a romance. But though Bethany was besotted with DanieI, it was obvious to everyone that he was simply throwing himself into their romance in an attempt to get over his grief. The pair eventually split. After Bethany moved to London, DanieI had a brief fling with sex worker Nikki. He tried to help her pay off her debts by borrowing cash from Jeff Metcalf. And he paid her to wear Sinead's cardigan and cuddle him. It would be creepy if it wasn't so sad. Nikki and DanieI developed a genuine connection in the end, and he helped her start a new life away from prostitution. She came back in 2022 and her daughter moved in with DanieI. But he was in love with Daisy and told Nikki, despite her feelings for him, a relationship wasn't on the cards. She decided to leave the cobbles.